Hello, the internet. It's been a hot minute since I dropped a video. Weather's been crummy. I've been busy looking for a job in Lincoln, if you're looking. And yeah, just all sorts of stuff. But it's prime fly tying season. And for those of you that are just getting started, I'm going to do a little series on very simple flies that will help build a good foundation for you to build upon. And they also catch fish, which is nice for, reasons. But we're going to start off with one of the first flies that I ever tied, a Brassie. And it only takes two materials. It's really quick to tie, and it'll help you figure out how to lay down even thread wraps, even wire wraps, and stuff like that. So the two materials are wire and peacock herl, and thread and a hook, obviously. So yeah, let's just jump right into it and get you started tying a Brassie. And we're going to continue this series with a few other flies, but this is just how we're going to kick it off. Enjoy. Okay, so today we're going to be tying the Brassie, which is a super great starter fly, and it catches fish. Things you'll need: some hooks. I'm using size 12 for this, but usually you go a little smaller. This is just so you can see it while I'm tying it. 14, 16, 18 if you want to get that small. You'll also need some wire. This is ultra wire that has been chewed on by a dog in copper, and the size is Brassie sized, which is convenient. You will need peacock herl because you need it, and then thread. I use black. This is 8/0 uni thread. And what else do we need? I think that's it. So let's get started. What we're going to do, start our thread, wrap over itself back towards the bend of the hook. I'll trim off excess there. And then we're going to make a nice thread base all the way back to the bend of the hook. Trying not to hit our thread on the hook point. Okay, that's the beginning. We're going to take our wire here. We're going to lay it, smooth that out a bit. We're going to lay it on top. Just do the same thing with our thread that we just did, except in the opposite direction. Nice touching wraps. The smoother your wrapping is at this stage, the nicer your wire will go on. So don't rush it. Just make nice touching wraps all the way back up to about there. Okay, now we're going to take our wire and do the same thing. We're just wrapping things. Again, take your time. There's no bonus points for getting them done quick. It's very windy here today, so apologize if you can hear that shake in my house. Yeah, nice touching wraps all the way up. And if you don't like how a wrap looks, just take it back and go right back over it. Alright, so we're up to where we want to tie off here. So I'm going to take about 3 nice tight wraps. And I'm going to kind of bend this wire over Wrap up a little bit more, just so we get it real nice and secure. And then give your thread a little pressure there, and you can just wiggle that off right there. You don't have to dull your scissors up by cutting wire. I'm going to go back to where we stopped with our wire there, and I'm going to get some peacock herl. I'm going to use, this is a 12, I'm going to use 3 strands, because I like a big head. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but like a big bushy part up at the front. So I've got these 3 strands here. We're just going to tie them in, wrap forward, and wrap them forward. Oh my gosh, it's shaking the camera. It's so windy here. All right, now that we've got those, we're going to do the same thing. Tie them off here. Give it 2 or 3 wraps. Let's go 4, just to be safe. And then you can either break them, break them off, or trim them off with your scissors. Either way. Now, we're just going to do a few quick wraps to make a little head here, a little thread head. And with our whip finisher, or your fingers if you're doing that, and do a couple whip finishes. And then cut our thread, and we're done. That is a Brassie. They are very good flies to tie if you're just starting out. You can crank out a bunch of these. They'll catch fish, and you only need a few materials for them. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down there. But this one's, I think, pretty self-explanatory. So yeah, thanks for watching.